Hello, my name is Lee Wiseman. I live in Sammamish, Washington. I've heard of house flippers making unsolicited offers to buy the homes of people who are struggling right now. My question is that safe? Another question, is that even legal? Thank you.
Thank you. And before I go to your responses to that, I want to bring in another guest who can talk about this issue. So let's bring in Ruby Holland.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello, Ruby.
Hi.
Ruby, so you're an advocate for homeowners in Seattle's Central District. Have you, from what I understand, you are hearing similar concerns to the question we just played?
I happened to get an investor that targeted me, wanted to buy my home, and it immediately I got red flags from it because he was very aggressive, and he said he wanted to buy 100 homes in my area.
And are you hearing similar things from other homeowners in the Central District?
Well, we've been upzoned, so we're being targeted by developers. And since we can have backyard cottages now, a lot of investors have been targeting us too. So it's been ongoing.
Gotcha. Let's go to Bob. Any response to these offers of house flipping during this time?
Sure. So first, and I'll have Shannon expand on this, but first, if any of your viewers have concerns on this issue or other issues we're talking about, they should contact our office. They should write to my consumer protection team. The information's all there on our website. On this issue specifically, a lot will turn on what is the specific conduct? What are the promises made by the person trying to purchase your home? Are they being deceptive in the way they promote their products? Are they being unfair? Those are the key words a court will look at. Is this an unfair practice or a deceptive practice? So the words will matter. What form a letter takes that ends up in your mailbox, for example, will make a big difference on whether it moves from something that might be unscrupulous to something that is actually illegal. And Shannon may have some thoughts to add to that as well.
Bob is absolutely right. What's really important with these kinds of scams is to have people who receive those offers, whether they receive them through the mail or they receive them by somebody visiting their home, to write to our office and tell us about it. If you have the flyer or the postcard, send that in with your complaint so we could have that and look at it. If somebody came to your home, tell us who they're representing and what it was that they told you. Making offers to purchase homes is not in and of itself illegal. That happens in the marketplace. It's not unlawful to offer to buy somebody's home. Where it becomes a problem and where it becomes illegal is if they're using tactics that are unfair and deceptive in trying to get you to sell your home. Some of those tactics are making false claims about the value of your home, making false claims about the state of the real estate market by saying that home prices are about to get reduced, so you should sell now, or saying, oh, we could get you the very best price for your house right now. And the sense of urgency that is often accompanies these ads could be very unscrupulous, and that could get to the level of being unfair if people are feeling pressured or put into pressure to sell their home in order to take advantage of a market opportunity or in order to avoid something bad happening to them financially. So what's really important for us is to get those complaints and get as much information and copies of the offer or the flyer or the postcard that you have, because that will be really helpful for us in deciding whether or not that is an unlawful practice.
Thank you. Doug, I understand that your office has received a number of these concerns as well.
We've definitely heard about them, and you heard from the person who raised it is actually one of our volunteers. So, but I want to just reiterate that if you have concerns about this, you should file a complaint with the AG's office or call the AG's office if just to check it out. They can talk to you about whether it's something they should file a formal complaint about.
Great, thank you. Ruby, I understand you have some more to add about this subject.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to tell seniors that there is really no need for any of us to be fearful and fall prey to the unsavory investors during this uncertain time. Foreclosures are not allowed, so we don't have to worry about that. And then after the coronavirus scare, if we need additional income, there are things we could do. We could apply for the senior property tax exemption. We could sell half of our land and redevelop or remodel our homes. We can get a basement or garage apartment for income or for a loved one that may be priced out. Or we could rent rooms or do Airbnb for additional income. So, with a home, we do have options, and there is no need to let these investors scare us.
All right, thank you. Anyone, anything to add from any of our other guests on the line to that before we let Ruby go?
I just want to add one thing, if I could, and that is the home flipping is one type of scam, but during these economic troubled times, we also see equity skimming scams where people will come and say, we'll put a loan on your house and you won't have to pay for 5 years or whatever. And it could result in foreclosure. So you have to be a little bit careful about not just people coming and offering to buy your house, but people who come up with some complicated arrangement whereby they can get you cash or a reverse mortgage. With people who are equity rich and cash poor right now, you got to be really careful about that.
And David, if I can add just one thing to that, which is, as a follow-up, is even if someone does not fall victim to something that they feel is a scam, if they can still notify our office, that helps Shannon and my team help others who may not fall victim to it. So if you get a communication that looks, hey, this isn't right, hey, still forward that to my office. Even if you don't follow up with it yourself, it still helps my team to follow up with that entity and perhaps help somebody else down the road who might have fallen victim to it.